I'm going to ask you in advance here to open your heart and your generosity because I know you're going to be moved to do so by our next guest for a very, very good cause. We welcome in Cindy Donald of Marietta, Georgia. And by the way, Cindy, welcome to the show. We are heard not only on XM and on Newsmax.com, but also on the News Talk 1160 down in Atlanta, the talk of the town. So you're booming into your home area. So welcome. I appreciate you coming on, Cindy. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me on.
It's my pleasure. We're talking to Cindy Donald. And Cindy is a former cheerleader who suffered a tragic accident and was left paralyzed from the neck down. And that was back in 2005, I guess. And you're what now, 29 years old, Cindy?
Yeah, about to turn 30 in a couple weeks.
Wow. Well, happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
I've been there and done that a long time ago, and it's no big deal. So don't worry about it. It's just a number. But you have such an inspirational story. And your story is inspirational on two levels that stick out to me immediately. First of all, your own perseverance, your own road to recovery, physically as much as possible and mentally. But the way you got there and what has helped you along and what you have made your life's work now and your life's cause, which has been so intertwined with that mental and physical recovery, and that is the foundation and Dreams of Recovery and you wanting to help others. Talk about how that all came about. I know it came on very early after your accident, and it's just gotten stronger ever since.
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand, like my personal recovery and as well as helping others makes me feel, a sense of accomplishment and a purpose in my life. Before I got hurt, I was a junior in college and going to school for business management, just kind of, didn't really know what my purpose was in life. And after I got hurt, I met a lot of the community members, Bobby Cox and Freddie Gonzalez from the Atlanta Braves and U.S. Senator Johnny Isaacson, and they started doing fundraisers for me personally to do therapy because the financial expenses, once you get hurt, you're having to deal with all the emotions of being hurt, and you're not really thinking like, okay, I've got to get my house modified, I've got to, nursing expenses now, I've got all these added expenses, and now I can't work. So the community really banded together and started helping me raise money to do my own personal therapy. And the therapy is $100 an hour, and it's not covered by insurance. And they recommend that you do 9 hours a week.
Wow.
So it's about $4,000 a month
Yeah.
on top of everything else you're faced with. And the community was just so great to me and started raising money for, like I said, me personally. And I was very fortunate. I received a settlement through my accident. And before I got my settlement, I was watching my friends. We would go to therapy together, and I would watch them run out of money and not be able to continue the therapy that they needed so badly. And before I turned our fundraising into a 501c3 and Dreams of Recovery Foundation, we raised $30,000 at one of our events. And I went to Bobby Cox and Freddie Gonzalez and this group of guys I call the Bagel Boys, which is just a group of great men that helped me raise money in the beginning and, were a really big part of starting the foundation. And I asked them if I could split the money with my friend because, I could do, a few months of therapy by myself, or we could split it and we could do the therapy together. And they said, absolutely, I could split the money. So that was what inspired the 501c3 and to start the foundation, is because I would watch my friends run out of money and not be able to do the therapy. And more so than just being able to walk again or have that, hope and cure, the therapy is so desperately needed just to prevent secondary complications. It's just like an able-bodied person needing to work out.
Sure.
We need this therapy, and it's just so expensive. And, most people out there aren't fortunate enough to get a settlement or to be able to participate in these types of activities. And, it ruins their hope. And and their ambition. They don't feel like, if they can't do therapy, then they can't progress and they can't, proceed.
No, and
So,
it seems very unfair that at least to some extent that therapy is not covered. So talk about how we got to Cindy's walks for recovery with the Braves and their manager Freddie Gonzalez.
well, Freddie has been a huge supporter of me and the foundation, like I said, from the very beginning. And we just kind of wanted to capitalize on that relationship with the Braves because we didn't realize the need that's out there. There's currently 400,000 people living in the United States with paralysis, and there's 12,000 each year to that. And we've got 40 people on our waiting list. And it's not like we even advertise, for people to come apply. I mean, people just apply from hearing about us from Christopher Reeves or Kennedy Krieger, wherever they get hurt. And we've got such a massive waiting list that, we really went to the Braves and said, we need your support because we've got to raise, a lot of money because these people aren't just, they're not just files sitting in my office. They're actual people that really need this help and really need the therapy. And that's one of my favorite parts of what I do is being able to call somebody and tell them, you are awarded the grant for therapy. Or if they live in like a rural area and they can't get to a facility to go to therapy, we'll buy them like a SES bike, which is a functional electrical stimulation bike.
That is awesome, Cindy. And so the deal here is that Braves fans can donate a dollar amount that they would donate for each time a member of the Braves team draws a walk in a game.
Right. You can go online to www.dreamsofrecovery.org, and it says Cindy's Walks for Recovery. And individuals can pledge anywhere from 10 cents to $1 to $2, however much they would like, per walk drawn by the Atlanta Braves in the regular season. And in 2012, there was 567 walks. And so if someone does 10 cents a walk, it's only $56.70.
Right.
For the whole season. And if we even got 100 people to do $1 walk, that would give us $567,000, and that would cover our entire waiting list. So it's, and that would be $567, donated from 100 people. And if we could accomplish that, that would take care of our whole entire waiting list, and it would be a huge accomplishment. And that's our really.
That is amazing. Okay, so give the website again where people could come or go and donate and become involved in this.
It's dreamsofrecovery.org.
Okay, great.
And I would greatly appreciate, and I speak on behalf of everybody, in my file cabinet, that would really, really appreciate any, dollar amount, cents you can donate, just to try and help out and make our cause a success.
Well, Cindy, you are an inspiration to everybody listening, and I really thank you for what you're doing, and I express nothing but great admiration, and I hope that your organization and your foundation becomes more successful than ever. And give